that we weren't there or anything else. But to answer your question, Fall Festival's gonna be back going forward. The only reason it was in the spring was so that all the folks that did want to participate to sell their wares from art and craft or just promote the community, that it would, at least we had an event versus waiting another 18 months at that point. So, but yes, it's very confusing. We've had 2 spring festivals, but we didn't want to go back to the brand and start calling it Spring Festival where people thought we would have 2 a year. That's too much. Yes, ma'am.
So I was just following up with the Fall Festival idea and the chili cook-off and the fireworks and all that. How much taxpayer money goes into those kind of
This year's
events?
0. So right now, our festival director, Heather Skinner, just wrote a 5-figure check to fund the fireworks show this year.
So in the past, have we had taxpayer money
It's
going
right, it's been
into the
audited.
Fall
It's been
Festival?
audited, and everything has been turned back into the county. And that's, one thing that's unique about Lancaster County is there's no convention center or CRV or tourism board or public relations. So when there were accommodation monies available, those were used to be used for marketing and promote Indian Land and Lancaster County and bring people in at that point. But all those monies were accounted for and audited by the board, CPAs, we get our taxes as well as the county at that point. So, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you said that most people know you here. I don't know you. I came here to find out about you, but why don't I know about you? I see signs all over about people. You hear your name going by people's names. I don't hear about you. So I know you're not new in the election because you've run on other things. How come I don't know about you?
Number one, there's 43,000 people in this district right now. So for me to have knocked on every door, there's going to be a few people who don't know who I am at that point. If you own a business or anything, we've contacted every business in Indian Land, over the last year as the Chamber of Commerce has set up. I'm here tonight. I have events on a regular basis. So any questions you have, I'll be glad to stay afterwards and talk to you more about that. We have run into each other in public meetings in the past. So you might not know.
I've seen you, but I haven't heard you talk or
I'm here
anything
tonight,
like that.
and
Well,
that's-
that's tonight, but
Yeah,
that's
and that's
kind of what I was trying to get to is why haven't we, if you're running, why haven't we found out about you or heard other things about you? Because I still don't know about you.
Fair enough.
So you work for the Better Business Bureau. Or you?
I started the Indian Land
Okay,
Chamber of Commerce.
all right, very good. And what does that do for individuals? That's not, we're not businesses, we're
That is a
people.
great question. So number one, as a Republican, I'm against more government and more laws, more interference in our life. 5 or 6 years ago, and you probably weren't here then from what it sounds like, you said you just got here recently.
Nope, I've been here.
Okay, so you were here as part of the Vote No campaign, when they tried to
I've been here.
so you didn't hear that. So we had individuals that tried to come in and make an extra layer of government at that time. Many people in this room worked together to vote that down at that point. So and it's exciting to see that because it was such a bad plan, and as Republicans here, we don't want more government in our life typically. 83-17, we were able to vote that ballot measure down. A lot of people just went away and disappeared at that point, didn't do anything else, and a lot of people in this room actually rolled up their sleeves and worked and volunteered in different spots or did things. As we talked to other leaders around the community, we felt like the best way without having additional government, here for Indian Land was to bring in the Chamber of Commerce to be that center communications piece and that voice. As I mentioned, there's 4 parts to our chamber: pro-business, advocacy, community, and membership. Most people think about a Chamber of Commerce being all about business. Ours is built on business, and being pro-business. It's built on the schools, the churches, the civic groups, and the people. So we've got people that are individuals that have joined the chamber, from Sun City that come in, they're retirees that do not have a business. We have, just like I mentioned, we're sponsoring next Thursday, the community lunch that we have quarterly, and that's where we have the schools coming in and all the principals. So we're encouraging everybody from the community to come into that luncheon on June 2nd, be right across the street over here at Pleasant Hill Church. with churches. Last year at a golf tournament, we had 27 churches participate, giving us scripture, having people participate as volunteers on that, and obviously, the business aspect of that. So, part of the Chamber of Commerce, while it is a pro-advocacy and a pro-business standpoint, and we want to see that, it's also about bringing in other individuals in, because strong communities made up more than just, businesses. So, for everybody in here right now, no different than all the other conversations I've had. I've had, many of them over the course of the last 6 months. I'm an open book, and just like last luncheon, we had the governor here. That's the first time the governor's that I'm aware of has been to speak at a Chamber of Commerce event in Indiana at that point. So, yes.
How you doing? Open book, right?
Yeah.
Transparency, probably important in politics?
There's no question about that.
No question about that? Okay. 2020, you ran for a Senate seat? How'd you score in that race?
I won Indiana outright. I was outspent for $300,000,
Okay.
and it was a good experience for me to know that I was doing a good job representing Indiana.
Okay. So you have filings, SEI reports that have to be filed, correct?
For everybody else, just full transparency, he's running my opponent's campaign here too.
I am not running it.
Or he's working with.
I'm
So,
not running it.
that's fine, but that's full
Okay,
transparency.
not running his campaign, believe me. I have 2 businesses that I run. I have enough work. In that report, you put for private income, Neese Holdings, Pleasant Farms Cooperative, and Palmetto Land Development as your income sources. Can you tell me about those businesses?
Yeah, I own them all. And I have.
Phil? These are current businesses. Okay, so like Neese Holdings, if I went to go look for that, what state is that in?
Well, first of all, that's information where I hold my real estate. And beyond that, I don't really know where I need to be getting into.
Well, you claim your income sources. So what state is that registered in?
Keep in mind, I've had a career, and I've sold off my business. I'm getting ready to sell off, some more of my real estate at that point. So I am semi-retired right now, work as a consultant. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the availability to work the last 2 years as a volunteer with the Chamber of Commerce at that standpoint.
So that didn't answer my question. Where is that business located? Because I can't find it. The only one I can find is in the state of North Carolina, and it's been closed. So it's closed?
What's that?
In the state of North Carolina, it's closed, the business. Did you claim this Neese Holdings?
I have.
And the Palmetto Land Development, they're both closed in North Carolina.
I'll have to go look specifically on that, but those are holding companies that own real estate.
Right, they own real estate. The 2 properties directly across here, one is held by Neese and the other by Palmetto Land Development, which those companies are in North Carolina and they're both closed according to North Carolina, and I can show you the record on that. Then you also have Pleasant Farms Cooperative. What is that?
I'm an 8th-generation farm owner, and I own a farm in Virginia where I raise
In
cattle.
Virginia.
That's correct.
You currently own that.
Mhm.
And thank you. Okay. Now, your new filings from 2022 have none of those companies appear here, and all you have down here is self-employed.
Correct.
Where do you get your money from? Where are you employed?
Once again, I've had a career, and I'm at this point transitioning where I'm basically semi-retired and I'm volunteering at this point.
So you volunteer for the Indiana Fall Festival, you make
Volunteer
no
for the
money.
Chamber of Commerce.
You make no money in the Chamber of Commerce, you make no money anywhere, but you're getting $60,000 in tax money. You have a chili cook-off that you're the president of. Then how much money do you get with that with tax money? I think it was 39 you asked for this year?
First of all, I don't run either one of those entities at this point.
You're still registered by the state as the agent